Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with the daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. I also have some other things that I do want to address and talk about as well. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could all please leave a like on this video. I think that we could easily smash 300 likes on this video. I will greatly appreciate it. Also, with that in mind, I just want to let you guys know that we are having a 50% off sale right now on the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which includes all of the content on the website as well as all feature content for free. It is 50% off right now for a limited time only until tomorrow. So with that in mind, let's jump right into this. So in regards to the market right now, the sentiment is still fairly bearish, but I think that this is going to reverse very, very soon. I think that we have a huge month ahead of us in terms of December. I also think the major months ahead of us are actually December, January, and possibly even February for most altcoins, as we do lengthen the cycle just by a little bit. I don't know if we lengthen it all the way into July. We're going to be talking about that a little bit in this video, but overall, I'm still very bullish on crypto right now. I don't know if we lengthen it too far, but I still think that we could have a lot of altcoins kind of pump into Q2 of 2022 possibly. But with that in mind, we also look at assets like XRP and say, well, if we are in a lengthened cycle, how long is it until XRP does pump? Because we know that XRP and a few other OG laggard assets, like for an example XLM, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, stuff like that, always kind of move last or in the last 10% of the bull run. So how long do we actually have to wait until XRP does really pop out? Because I know for the most part, a lot of XRP YouTubers will say that it's going to happen tomorrow. The switch is going to be flipped and we're going to go to the moon. And I know that it could get very disheartening, like by listening to that every single day and thinking that it's going to pop tomorrow, then all of a sudden all these other altcoins are moving in price, and here's XRP kind of just ranging sideways for months, and I know it can get frustrating, but I just want to say right now, XRP is a massive altcoin. It's a huge hold. Ripple themselves is a massive company that are making great, pretty much, I would say they've been making pretty good progress in terms of adoption and acceptance as well, especially overseas. So I wouldn't be concerned with that too much. In terms of the price, yeah, I would be a little bit concerned just because I understand, from an overall standpoint, this game is about making money and as much as money as we possibly can make before a bear market. And hearing about XRP pumping tomorrow is a little bit, frustrating. So, just keep in mind that XRP does usually move last. And I think that, even going back to 2017 should show you guys that as well, because, during this time, there was a lot of altcoins that already kind of topped out a little bit. And here's XRP pretty much running to the last of the bull run, which, right here is January 6th, where we hit our all-time high. And from there, we pretty much went into a bear market. So just keep that in mind. I know that a lot of people will tell you that it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm here to tell you guys that it's not going to happen tomorrow, but it will definitely happen by the end of this bull run. And depending on how far into the year that we stretch in terms of the bull run, all matters on Bitcoin and when Bitcoin kind of goes for its topping point. So we're paying attention to that very closely, and I just want to let you guys know that we've been hearing about a bear market forever right now on Bitcoin, on the entire crypto market as well. We even see here January 2021, Bitcoin is in a bear market. November 2021, Bitcoin is in a bear market. And this is from CNN, of course. This goes back to January 11th, 2021. Bitcoin plunges more than 20% in 3 days. It's now in a bear market. And honestly, I don't know. In my mind, I think traditional markets like stock markets should not be compared to crypto at all, because this is a completely different scene than stocks. That's why whenever somebody says, hey, market cap matters in crypto, I just kind of laugh it away, because I don't think that market cap really matters. I think that we're so early in crypto that a $2.47 trillion market cap is pretty much just pennies in a jar, right? It does not matter at all. It's honestly a drop of water in a bucket, realistically speaking, I should say. So I think crypto has a huge future ahead of it, and I think that in terms of adoption, we are still very early. And also, let's jump into this, right? It would make all the sense in the world if the settlement product that PolySign are planning to come out with in 2022 would utilize Interledger plus XRP for settlement. Okay, and we do see here, how long do you think realistically until we see a $50 to $100 XRP? 5 years. I believe it would have a lot of external factors that are hard to predict. Lawsuit with the rest of the market, or with what the rest of the market does, utility from larger financial institutions, hype, whales, etc. But generally speaking, nobody here really knows when. Price predictions are always wrong. And I do want to say here, price predictions are always wrong. For the most part, whoever you are listening to could predict anything. I could say XRP is going to $10,000 tomorrow. A few people will believe it. A few people will just say, dude, that's absolutely crazy. And then all of a sudden, if it doesn't happen, those people who say that it was crazy will 100% be right. Those people who believed it will 100% get wrecked. But that is the game right now. That is what we are seeing throughout this entire market. A lot of people are just throwing out predictions without any sort of backing point. And I just want to say, be careful who you follow and be careful who you listen to. Whenever I talk about price predictions, I always give you guys a little bit of a timeline to follow, but it's never about, it's going to happen in a week. It's going to happen in a month. But I will say this, by the end of this bull run, XRP, in my mind, looks like $10 to $15. And I don't think that it's going to go to $100 unless, and like Anders is saying here, a lot of these external factors play a big role in. And again, we don't know if it's going to hit $100 if a lot of this does come to fruition. Like, for example, the lawsuit ending, XRP getting clarity, it could pump it to $50 to $100 possible. But we don't know yet because it's something that we don't actually know is going to happen, or when it's going to happen, or what is going to happen when it does happen. So we also look here, the Federal Reserve, FDIC, and OCC have developed the Sprint initiative concerning cryptos. Looks like we're in a hurry here. Banks are being left behind, part one. And talking about the Fed, we've been talking about a lot of ISO 222 stuff, and we do see here, this is from November 23rd. Agencies issue joint statement on crypto asset policy initiative and next steps. Now, with this, we look at payments and, pretty much prospering in crypto. Joint statement on crypto asset policy, Sprint initiative, and next steps. The Federal Reserve System, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, collectively, agencies recognize that the emerging crypto asset sector presents potential opportunities and risk for banking organizations. And I just want to say risk for banking organizations, their customers, and the overall financial system. The reason why it's a risk for them is the fact that we could essentially pretty much make banks unusable at some point in time. And the reason why I say that is because, who's going to choose outdated technology that is inefficient, extremely expensive, and just not good overall for any sort of payment processing? These are pre-approved accounts. Banking is pre-approved accounts that are always down. They're slow. It's terrible. They're inefficient. And that is why crypto is prospering ahead of it right now. That is why, the stablecoin market is prospering from 20 billion to 120 billion plus in 1 year alone. Crypto is growing at a massive rate. And we do see here that they're talking about clarity, promotion, compliance with applicable laws and regulations. They're talking about, to that end, the agencies recently conducted a series of interagency policy sprints focused on crypto assets. This joint statement summarizes the work undertaken during the policy sprints and provides a roadmap of future planned work. And they are talking about cryptocurrency custody. They're talking about facilitation of customer purchases and sales of crypto assets, loans collateralized by crypto assets, activities involving payments, including stable coins. Okay, and this is going to be huge because this is going into the banking organization, by the way. So this is going to be banks pretty much accepting and pretty much adopting crypto assets in general, developing a commonly understood vocabulary, using consistent terms regarding the use of crypto assets by banking organizations, identifying and assessing key risk, considering legal permissibility related to potential crypto asset activities conducted by banking organizations, analyzing the applicability of existing regulations and guidance, and identifying areas that may benefit from additional clarification. So we're talking about clarity. We're talking about accepting these crypto assets and adopting them at a massive rate. The agencies also will evaluate the application of bank capital and liquidity standards to crypto assets for activities involving U.S. banking organizations, and will continue to engage with the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision on its consultative process in this area. So we're looking at this from an overall standpoint of crypto adoption at mass. We're looking at liquidity standards. We're looking at bank capital. This is all going hand in hand with what is happening within the crypto scene. This is the Sprint initiative. This is going to pretty much take crypto to the next stage point. That's why when I say, we're sitting at a $2.47 trillion market cap, just imagine us at scale. I've always said $20 trillion plus in terms of a market cap for us. I think that we could easily 10 to 100x from our current levels as time goes on. And of course, XRP is going to be a big part of that game. Now, in terms of XRP's price targets and evaluations, right? We do see here, I always say when you're not the biggest holder, you still need to think like one. They are testing weak hands, zoom out on the weekly, and everything is fine for me. And of course, we do see here some major targets, $23 being, the first target, which I've always said, we could see that if Bitcoin does range on into a massive rate to about almost 100K plus, and even some people are saying we're going to $170. It's hard to say, right? I always said $10 to $15 is reasonable. I think that is a fair play. I don't know if we go past $13, but 10 to 13 is also a safe bet. So I'm more so dead set on $10 being the next major target point. Of course, we could go higher. I'm just telling you guys my overall standpoints on it. And of course, we do see here, fact XRP looks familiar. 2017 versus 2021. After this dip at same stage of bull run in 2017, XRP did a 15x to $3.80. If history continues to repeat itself, that will bring XRP to $13/$16 range. And we do see here, here's pretty much the percentage fractals. It's very hard to see. I honestly can't even see it myself. It's very blurry. I don't know why. But overall, in terms of percentage fractals, we could be seeing, a double-digit plus XRP. And I think that is logical. I think that is more so dead set on with the overall $10 to $15 range. Of course, we have to wait to see that play out and pretty much prosper in to those nice price predictions. But I do think that XRP is well positioned to be the liquidity bridge for banks. And I think that this paper from the Federal Reserve themselves is 100% a clear sign to that. We're seeing crypto adoption happening at such a rapid pace. We're seeing, loans, insurance, and distribution of stable coins, activities involving the holding of crypto assets on balance sheet. This is going to be absolutely huge. When we're talking about crypto and safekeeping it within and traditional custody services, by the way, you're most likely going to be able to hold crypto in a bank account. That is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, a lot of people will most likely, abide by that or not abide by it. For a lot of people, they'll probably just hold it in cold storage on a ledger, which I think is the safest bet. I would not hold it in a bank. But I think that this is going to be huge. I think that this is going to be in terms of, adoption. We've always been talking about ISO 222 adoption. We've talked about payments facilitated by Ripple utilizing XRP. This is pretty much what we want to see. This is what we want to see in terms of leaving banks behind. I think that, they're trying to get banks on board with crypto. I think that they see the problem right now within the scene, which is crypto pretty much outscaling banks in general. And I think at some point in time, we're going to be seeing pretty much every single bank on board with crypto adoption and holding crypto in general and allowing retail individuals to buy and hold crypto assets within their bank apps. So I'm very excited for this. I'm very bullish on it. And with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.